The story of the Sydney Opera House begins long before its sails ever touched the skyline. In the 1940s, Sydney was emerging from the shadows of war, recovering from the hardship of the Great Depression and World War II. The city was full of optimism, eager to transform and assert itself as a modern metropolis on the world stage. One man, in particular, was determined to make Sydney a beacon of culture. In 1947, then Premier of New South Wales, Joseph Cahill, proposed the idea of building a new opera house. The purpose was clear: to create a world-class venue that would host not just opera, but theatre, ballet, and musical performance as a true cultural hub for the city and the nation. It would serve as both a symbol of Sydney's cultural aspirations and a place where the arts would flourish. In 1955, the New South Wales government launched an international competition to design a new opera house, one that would not only serve as a world-class performance venue, but also become a lasting symbol of Sydney. Hundreds of architects from around the globe submitted their visions, but the winning entry defied all expectations. Danish architect Jørn Utzon's bold design featured sweeping white sails, inspired by the natural curves of seashells and the movement of the harbour. Though breathtaking, his vision was met with skepticism. Its complexity, cost, and feasibility were all questioned. Yet, against the odds, Utzon's design triumphed, setting the stage for what would become one of the most iconic structures in modern architecture. Construction of the Sydney Opera House officially began in 1957. The ambitious design required the development of new engineering techniques, as the sails were unlike anything ever built before. But as the construction began, so did the challenges. The first problem was the lack of a feasible solution for how to actually build the sails. Utzon's vision for the opera house's sails was as breathtaking as it was complex. Engineers faced an immense challenge: how to construct the sweeping curves without compromising their elegance. For years, they experimented with different techniques, struggling to balance artistry with structural integrity. But as progress stalled, tensions grew, costs spiraled beyond the initial budget, and deadlines became distant memories. In 1966, after nearly a decade of frustration and political pressure, Utzon resigned, leaving his masterpiece unfinished. The opera house would rise, but without the man who had dreamed it into existence. Despite the setbacks, the Sydney Opera House was completed in 1973, a full 16 years after construction began. The opening ceremony on October 20th, 1973, was a celebration of Sydney's resilience and determination. Though Utzon was not present, his design had been brought to life. The Opera House stood proudly as a testament to the power of vision and the ability to overcome obstacles. On the day of the opening, thousands of Sydney-siders gathered to witness the inaugural concert, which was conducted by the famous English conductor, Sir Charles Mackerras. The event marked the dawn of a new era for Sydney's cultural life, as the Opera House, with its stunning architectural beauty, became the center of a thriving arts scene. Today, the Sydney Opera House is not just a performance venue, it is a symbol of creativity, innovation, and Australia's place on the world stage. It stands as a reminder of the challenges faced and overcome in its creation, and as a beacon for future generations to push the boundaries of what is possible.